I'm Jordan Martinson. I'm from Midale, Saskatchewan. Me and my wife Amber run Martee Farm and Ranch, a 500 cow operation. We manage our cows in the winter time on corn grazing. The amount of time that we save by not having to go out and feed them with the tractor every day, that's huge, especially when it's just more or less, we don't have hired help and all that stuff. It's just a family run operation. So the time's a big thing, and in the back of the mind is always the cost of how you can save $1 or $2, especially when it comes to the winter time. The biggest thing is the cost of the fuel keeps going up higher and higher. Cost of equipment's going higher, repairs, all that stuff. It's by doing this, most of our cows are fed with a pickup truck in the heart of winter. So you go out and you check them, put out salt, mineral, water holes every day, or check all that out. But other than that, you don't have to drive up and down the road with the tractor, and that saves a lot of cost in the end.
My name is Carmen Jackson. I'm part of a family operation called Jackson Cattle Co. We're located in Sedley, Saskatchewan. We started a long time ago, probably 15 to 20 years ago, by trying to implement practices to extend the grazing on our main cow herd. We originally started with bale grazing, and we've been doing that on and off for a good number of years. And then the last couple of years we implemented swath grazing into it. We found that there are numerous benefits to both practices. The bale grazing we do on grassland that we have implemented into a spring grazing program on stockpiled grass. And on those sites that we bale graze, of course, we see an increased nutrient uptake within the soil, better water retention, and more cover. And that relates then directly to better production and a more diverse mix within that grass. And those areas that we bale graze then are carried over, and they are then grazed the following year. And we rotate that through, and with that practices, we've seen enormous benefits in the productivity of that land when it comes to grazing days that we're able to get out of it. And like I said, the added benefit is, of course, the benefit to the soil and the soil health. We piggyback that on now with our swath grazing program. We start out on our swath grazing, then move to the bale grazing. Swath grazing is a new practice that we implemented. We started last year on it, and so this will be our second winter. We're pretty happy with how it's worked out. We've noticed several different benefits on the land that we utilize for our swath grazing. The primary benefit, of course, is what everybody's worried about in the livestock industry, is lowering the input costs, having those cattle out on the land a longer duration of time without having to utilize any equipment or other inputs to feed them. Then that benefit rolls into the maybe hidden benefit that lots of people don't see, and that's the actual benefit to the soil health of the land that the cattle are on. They distribute the manure and urine over an area. That adds to the fertility of the soil, aids in the organic matter, helps as far as water retention, and provides some armor on the soil. So that we then take those lands that we swath graze and flip them, and we will then put a silage blend in the next year, take that off as silage, and then the subsequent year go back to swath grazing. And the long-term goal on any of the land that we have on a regenerative practice is to, of course, eliminate all synthetic fertilizers and costs associated with that, and have this happen naturally within nature's ecosystem.